So 2022 may very well be the year of the merger craze. And those people who are going to be participating in the merger process want to be sure that they avoid any of the roadblocks that could derail the progress of their conversations. Whether they ultimately complete a transaction or not is certainly very, very important, but you want to follow a process that allows you to reach the right conclusion. So what I want to be able to share with you are 5 items to avoid so that you do not derail your conversations as you go forward. The number one thing is to be certain that you are not sharing too much data too quickly. It's very easy to overwhelm the other side. There's a temptation to want to impress. You need to be able to share strategically relevant information so as to not confuse and to not to prompt questions that may not be appropriate for that time period, nor raise any type of anxiety. So too much data too quickly is a problem. Not setting a proper time frame for continuing conversation is going to be a real big problem. It's going to set a message that perhaps one party isn't interested, perhaps one party is distracted, perhaps there's a problem. So everybody should agree to a time frame for responsiveness and live to that. And if they can't, they need to share a reason why they can't. Things do happen. The third roadblock that I know needs to be avoided is to avoid poor responses, so that when a question is asked, you need to be sure that you're forthcoming, you're clear, you're concise. All accountants are numbers experts. And so they expect somebody to be able to respond with expertise, and accountants pride themselves on service. So you need to be able to respond in a way that's clear, that reflects how much pride you take in how you are handling a situation. The fourth issue that is very hard to overcome is conducting conversations where you have brittle consensus within your own community. If your partners are not on board with attempting to merge with another firm, or your partners are not on board with attempting to merge with that particular firm, it's going to be very difficult for your conversations to be fluid. And that is a very hard roadblock to overcome. So you're going to want to be sure to do a lot of homework in advance and keep your group informed every step along the way. And the final piece that you really need to be sure you are not plagued by is having inconsistent expectations. If the parties to the transaction are looking to get things out of the transaction that are diametrically opposed to what the other party wants, you have a huge problem. And that is one that you certainly want to vet early. You want to be able to avoid your roadblocks, because nobody wants to take a detour in M&A in 2022.